Let's begin with climate change. It's the gradual disaster that'll eventually wipe us out if we don't take it seriously. Think of it like oatmeal. You know, you wash your bowl right away, no problem. But if you leave it in the sink, by the time you come home, you'll have a new roommate. And if the world does end, there's one group you cannot blame, scientists, because they keep warning us every single day to wash out our bowl.
Chilling warnings out in a new report that says if we want to save the planet, we need to change what we put on the table and how we produce food.
About a quarter of greenhouse gases in the last decade came from food, farming and land use.
Well, think about it this way. Half a pound of beef causes as much greenhouse gas to be emitted as driving 55 of these cars for 1 mile. Some good news, possibly, if we get rid of red meats in our diet, if we move towards vegan lifestyles, if we change how we're using the land, we might be able to reverse that damage, but the clock is ticking.
So, either the world ends, or we all become vegan. I mean, we've had a good run. Let's be honest. Huh? We've done this Earth thing. I mean, yeah, it's good. We're done. What more is there to see? And, like, don't get me wrong. I think we should all be eating less red meat if it'll save the planet. But at the same time, if we turn into a planet full of vegans, that's not a dream scenario. The hot air emerging from people bragging about how good they are will heat up the planet even faster. Just be like 7 billion people like, hey guys, the ice caps are melting and I only use hemp. Also, it's mind-blowing to learn that producing half a pound of beef puts out the same greenhouse gas as driving 55 cars for a mile. That is insane. I guess the only solution is that we have to drive cows. Yeah? Yeah, think about it. Then we get to eat them when we get to our destination. 2 birds, 1 stone. Yes. Instead of valet parking, we can have filet parking. Hey! How you like the car? Medium rare, please. In other news, emojis. A few years ago, they were a cute way to end your relationship. But now, we use them to say so much more. We can use emojis to say we're going on vacation. You can tell someone that you're busy at work. And of course, everyone's favorite, that you found human remains in your backyard. Well, now the emojis are so next level, they can even help you get into a gang.
The New York Post reports gang members are using seemingly harmless symbols to recruit in order for people to carry out crimes.
These cute little symbols can take on sinister meaning. The gas pump, for example, is a universal symbol for gang. So if you post this gas pump, that means you're going into gang mode. 2 thumbs up with the knuckles facing each other is a sign of the Crips. And their rivals, the Bloods, signal their affiliation with a magician's top hat. And if they really want to taunt their rivals, they'll live stream video from their opponent's turf on Snapchat. And that practice is known as cyber banging. Cyber banging.
You can see when he said cyber banging, the first thing that came to his mind wasn't a top hat emoji. He was like, cyber banging, banging. Yeah. So this is the new world. Gangs are using emojis. The top hat emoji means Bloods. That is crazy, because it means Abraham Lincoln was in the Bloods. And Mr. Peanut, how deep does this go? Also, just a random question, why does the gas pump symbolize gang mode? Like, aren't you in a gang full time? What does that mean, gang mode? What is it, like part-time gang members? Just like, yeah, man, I picked up a couple extra shifts with the Crips this weekend. Gotta pay off this student debt. Like, what does that mean? I also wonder if gang members ever get confused, right? When they're texting each other, do they send someone a text and then the other guy's like, you got some beef that's heating up and you want me to wipe him off the planet? Other guy's like, nah, man, I'm saying we need to eat less meat or global warming will destroy the environment, man. I take this shit seriously. Take it seriously.